What's up, Patreons? It's Josh. I wanted to do a little video. I know it's been a wild week. We didn't do a Monday update because we had that live stream at night. I hope you went and watched that and watched the replay if you couldn't catch it live. A lot of cool stuff happening for the channel. I was, of course, sick this week, which put things back a little bit. But ultimately, the reason I wanted to make this video and talk to you guys is because I am a little bit disappointed, although I do understand what I think happened. So we need to talk about the video yesterday that I did talking about Luke Skywalker and Star Wars. So here's the thing. I did this video yesterday, and the basic idea of this video was trying to frame the video in a way that a lot of fans that are not fans of The Last Jedi, like a lot of Star Wars fans that didn't like The Last Jedi, would check out. Like, I purposely picked that angle and that thumbnail and created the video in a way to sort of appease those groups of people. Okay, now I don't always do this, but you know, as a YouTuber, I'm always trying to figure out what's going on with views, like what's going on with the wider audiences out there. And I think part of the thing with The Great Order is, although I am super excited about Episode 9, and I like The Last Jedi, particularly a lot of story beats that happen in that film, we have to be able to reach across to the other side. Now, here's the thing. The comment section for that video is kind of a mess, right? And I totally get a lot of people not wanting to interact or comment on a video like that because of the comments that were coming in. And I'll be completely honest with you guys. Even myself, I ended that video by saying, like, hey, if you're a fan, or if you're a Star Wars fan that really didn't like The Last Jedi and really didn't like what happened with the Luke character, I want to know how you're feeling. And then as I started to watch like the negative comments come in, I thought to myself, like, maybe I don't want to know how these fucking people are feeling. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. If we're going to do this Great Order thing, guys, there's going to be a lot of that kind of stuff out there. And I wanted to take a moment to explain to you how I honestly think is the best way to go about interacting with these kind of people and how I'm going to interact with these people as a content creator. The bottom line is this: when it comes to the internet, you, as much as you humanly can, particularly if you're a brand, so people, Trinity, like, you know, you, Girls with Sabers, anybody that has a brand, you just simply have to always take the high ground. As difficult as it is, and as much as you can get emotional, particularly about Star Wars, if it's something you really like, you have to take the high ground as much as humanly possible. It's just a super bad look if you're to get on there and try to engage in a negative way or be combatant with these people. If you look at the comments I left yesterday, there's a lot of me trying to be respectful, trying to acknowledge that these people, like, that it's okay for them to feel that way, while also trying to, you know, not bend the knee. Like, I'm where I'm at with this stuff, but just from the perspective of a brand, the perspective of someone that wants to build an audience, you just always have to take the high ground. That's number one. Now, number two, if you're not one of those people, the best way to do it is still the same. Like, you're gonna just wanna try to be respectful, but by and large, maybe just ignore a lot of the people that are gonna be negative. We cannot control trolls. In fact, if we try to restrict what's coming in from trolls, it will only make the trolls want to come in more. And I'm not saying that all those people yesterday that were commenting were trolls. The truth is, they're just emotional fans that are having an emotional reaction to things. And what I find is, and you'll see this if you go look through the comments, there's a couple people that they come pretty hard, and then I kind of comment and I say, hey, totally get where you're coming from. I feel differently. I feel this way. And then you'll notice their tone changes when they reply. Like, literally, it's mind-blowing. You'll see them come in pretty hard and pretty negative, but when you give them some attention, and I think it's a little different when it's me because I'm like the channel, right? So when I like give them attention and try to, you know, be fair, you'll notice a tonal shift in the way they come back at you most of the time. And that it's really hard. I know it's really hard to do that, but as a community, if we really want to be better fans, if we really want to make the Great Order what it's got to be, you can't be afraid of commenting when it's ugly like that. And you can't be frustrated when the comment section gets ugly. You got to try to take the high ground as much as you can, laugh it off. I think humor is a very valuable tool for not having things misconstrued online. So I would recommend, you know, trying to laugh it off, joke about it with people as much as you can in that. But if we want to be a better caliber of fans, we have to actually be a better caliber of fans. And that just means take this stuff in context. Guys, at the time of recording this video, that video has 26,000 views. It has 500 comments, and not even all of those 500 comments are negative. You have to put things in perspective here. There's plenty of reasonable people out there. It's just the loudest voices in the room sometimes can be the ones that we focus on, the negative voices that we focus on. But guys, it is not like that's a toxic video. That's not a toxic video. Think about it. 500 comments, even if 200 of those comments are really negative, then that's such a small percentage of people being vocal in a negative way compared to the thousands and thousands of people that watch that video. So what I'm pleading to you guys is, like, I didn't see a lot of nerd card questions answered on that video. I didn't see a lot of you guys commenting on that video. And I'm not saying you have to, but what I'm saying is, if you're not doing it because you're afraid, or if you're not doing it because you don't know how to interact with these people, Papa Josh is letting you know, this is how we do it. Be respectful. Try to be understanding. Try to come with a soft tone. Try to be humorous. And mostly, don't get offended. Like, don't get offended by these people. They're trying to get your goat in some ways. The best way to do it is to kill them with kindness. You've heard this before, right? Okay, so I'm gonna get out of here, and I just wanted to make this video because if we're gonna do the Grey Order, we're going to be inviting in a lot of that frustration from people that are really upset with Star Wars right now. You need to be ready for that. I need to be ready for that. We need to actually be the Jedis. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Plenty of updates soon. The Monday update is going to be huge, going over a ton of stuff on Monday, so look for that stuff and more Grey Order stuff coming as well. All right, I love you guys. I hope you have a good weekend. Bye.